Hi everyone, welcome back. We're about to head into Dawson's Creek episode 16. The last episode, had some interesting moments. We are definitely seeing Joey and Pacey even closer than they were before. Dawson saw it, but Dawson looks like he's viewing it as just, they're friends. Which they are right now. And her mural was destroyed, and it turned out to be the douchey guy, so it was one of those moments where it's like, they're showing you the obvious because that's not even the main plot. But personally, I'm looking forward to when Joey starts to realize how she actually feels. And I'm sure it's going to get close because we're pretty near the end of the season. So hopefully she figures it out soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, if you want to see Dawson's Creek in its full, then you can head over to my Patreon. If not, I hope you enjoy it when it comes out on YouTube. PTA meeting?
This isn't going well, is it? Well, it
Nope.
depends on who you ask.
Yeah, if you're an enraged parent with a misguided agenda, it's going great.
Uh-oh. Why misguided?
But I don't recall the Board of Ed passing any rule that allows a lunatic to start handing out death sentences just because one of our kids acted like a kid.
Oh, the principal. Because his son... Okay, we know who this is. It's about his son.
Are you going to let the personal prejudices of an outsider ruin my son's future?
An outsider.
This is ridiculous. This whole thing has been blown out of proportion.
This is a PTA meeting, young lady.
And you're trying to get someone fired for what the son did. No.
Anyone going to defend Principal Green for everything that he's done?
Miss Potter, my son tells me that you're the one whose mural was destroyed.
Yeah, by him.
And if you were doing your job as a parent, Mr. Caulfield, maybe your son would still be in school right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. About time someone said it.
This Friday at 3 o'clock, if Principal Green has not reduced Matt Caulfield's expulsion to a more reasonable sentence, I will ask him to tender his resignation.
What? What a joke. What a joke.
Did what I think just happened happen?
Yep.
Fielding's going to railroad Green into changing his ruling. Either that or out of town.
He'll be expecting Green's resignation.
She seems really familiar.
Hello, Sherry.
Miss Leary. I mean, Gail, it's great to see you.
No, your face didn't say that.
The new generation of female reporters would be nowhere without veteran trailblazers like yourself.
Oh, she's calling you old.
I saw a bunch of out-of-control parents, which for this town is hardly news.
Maybe, but what about the principal expelling a kid for the rest of the year?
So, he deserved it.
Who are perfectly happy with the way things are, just sit back and mind their own business.
True. Happy, satisfied people rarely attend emergency PTA meetings.
And teenagers, I mean, come on.
Well, I guess the students would have to make a petition, I guess.
So who's going to rally the troops?
Obviously nobody.
You, Joey.
They need leadership. They need
That's what Pacey said.
Pacey. What kind of a name is Pacey?
Oh, he's jealous. What kind of a name is Pacey?
Uproar started when a high school girl painted a mural that was intended to bring unity. Instead, all it brought was discord and the potential resignation of a high
Oh, you're using that image, are you, of him?
to expel Matt Caulfield, a senior, accused of vandalizing a so-called unity mural. The other boy was let off with only community service.
Everything she said there was to manipulate it to make the principal look bad.
Oh, that's right. You guys have never met.
Nope.
Pacey, this is AJ. AJ, this is Pacey.
Right, the one with the peculiar name.
You're gonna be rude. I don't like this guy at all.
Quick, Green's coming inside, and you guys gotta see this.
Are they protesting for him to be evicted? Like, fired? Yeah, what a shock that the parents don't even know what's going on. Ridiculous, none of them have a clue. We know what it's really about.
How could I not be? You know, I mean, she's finally standing up for herself and fighting back the way I always knew she could.
Is he starting to get attracted to her again?
You tried to tell the real story about what's going on.
And a crew.
When these days, a digital video, a crew is one person.
And just who would my one person be?
Dawson.
We should concentrate on
What's this?
I'm
None of your
reading a story on
business.
the Green situation.
For cable?
I don't know. Truth be told, I was thinking about submitting it to Roger at the station.
Okay,
Joey, I
bye-bye.
would love to get a follow-up interview
No.
with you. In your frosted blonde dreams, Barbie.
Yeah, after what you did, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What is it?
Superintendent Fielding wants to see you.
Oh, is he going to manipulate her? And... Yeah.
He's only going to threaten you, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't think you should go in there.
What do you think?
I'd go.
She's going to be in conflict. She's... Yes. Watch her get threatened.
And just what is it you intend to accomplish with this First Amendment display?
Well,
Well, at least...
it's our...
Yeah, at least she's doing with it, with the First Amendment.
No one's forcing him.
You did. You forced him.
You threatened to ask for his resignation.
That wasn't a
sounds...
threat. That was a direct request.
Yeah, see, he has no respect for her.
Well, there's more of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot more. In fact, we have a...
Oh, she's lying. Don't do that, Joey.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be a rally tomorrow night. I mean, if you think the crowd last night was vocal, I mean, you just wait until tomorrow.
He's going to play you at your own game here.
I'm all ears.
He's not, though. He literally more or less tried to say he didn't force him.
Has to serve you with detention for cutting class.
I was cutting class. I'm not sick with a cold.
Oh, brilliant. See how he just tried to... Yeah, no, see how he tried to manipulate it. Nope. Good on Joey.
They don't know that by now. Some soundbite on a television show is not going to help.
When you see a good fight, get in it. Dr. King's words.
This is not a good fight, Nikki. The more I try to prove myself, the more I empower this insane notion that I'm an enraged man.
So you are happy to lose your job? That could be the outcome.
I'm sorry, but I can't grant you the interview.
Talk to his daughter, then.
We designed a new flyer for your approval, of course.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Good.
You can see she's scared. She doesn't know what to really do here.
Believe I'm doing it now.
Well, believe it, because it's happening.
Okay.
I couldn't have
So
done it
Pacey
without
gets
you.
no credit for trying to help as well. Oh, yeah.
You okay?
I'm glad Jen's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hang some of these flyers up.
I wish Joey could see that it's also Pacey. Both of them were helping.
I am being realistic.
Spending a lot of time and effort defending a man who won't even defend himself. How is that realistic?
He shouldn't have to defend himself. He didn't do anything wrong.
And you're sure of that? You sure this kid doesn't deserve another chance?
Oh, really? I saw it.
And so all these parents who are so up in arms, they're just wrong?
Yes.
Wow. She is so blind.
He's got his own personal agenda, and I'm not just talking about saving his son's ass.
What do you mean?
She means
Think
all
about
these concerned citizens wouldn't be fighting this decision so hard if Principal Green were white.
Exactly, thank you. How can you not see that?
And they might try and take action about it, but not like this. There wouldn't be this level of anger and hostility and misunderstanding, and they certainly wouldn't try and threaten the family of some
Finally, someone who can tell her.
I give up. Joey, you want to change the world from our living room? Fine. Whatever.
Oh no, that was not a.
I'm fine.
Clearly, you're not.
Is that obvious, huh?
Yeah, it's becoming so.
Do you think it would be at all possible to, I don't know, pretend like it wasn't that obvious?
I don't think so.
Fallen for, or was in the process of falling for, the worst possible person that I could ever fall for.
Maybe not the worst. Let's not go.
What would you tell me to do?
Follow your heart.
I mean, let's face it, I got Ducky written all over me.
Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky. Molly Ringwald's best friend from Pretty in Pink.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I guess it just hurts, that's all.
Well, that just means that it isn't pretend anymore.
Yeah, that's love.
Howard Green has until Friday at 3 o'clock to rescind his ruling or it's going to be his last day at Cape Side.
It would seem to me that firing Principal Green is as extreme.
Thank you.
Now, are you really sure that firing their principal is what's best for the students?
It's what's best for this community.
Yeah, see, community.
Would you please read line item number 1 on that page?
I hereby declare to, above all else, protect and serve the welfare of each student in this district to the best of...
Your ability? Yeah, which you're not doing.
What is this?
A contract for Cape Side Superintendent of Schools. The one which states what he's hired to do. In fact, that is your signature on the bottom of that page, Dr. Fielding.
Well, everyone's been coming up to me in the last week, asking me why I'm doing this. It's because some people in our town seem to think that our principal doesn't know what's best for us, that he's some sort of an outsider. When he's taken the time to get to know us, to figure out
That's
our talents,
true.
whether they be filmmaking,
Go on, Joey.
talk about how Principal Green has made our lives a lot better.
Anyone gonna get up? Anyone gonna say anything?
Starting to feel like I'm back in Mr. Peterson's English class.
There we go. Let's see.
But what I do know about you is what my father tells me. At home over dinner, while we're watching TV, when we're doing the dishes.
Which means he cares about you all.
They're fighting for you. And so, I wanted to come and to say thank you for your support.
But, wait, oh no.
Neither myself nor Dr. Fielding seem to be willing to budge on this particular issue, and so it looks like I'll be leaving. I thank you. All of you. Thank you.
I mean, what else could he say? Like, if it's not going to come to an agreement. But I'm glad people are fighting. This is a really, really important episode.
How do you feel?
To be honest, I feel like dog meat. She didn't even thank me.
Oh, she was looking for you, though.
She will. One day.
How can you be so sure?
Because every duck has his day.
You know, you have a few minutes. You can still change your mind.
Is that what you want?
She just doesn't want you to leave.
I failed you.
You really didn't. You did not. You tried.
In all my years in education, I have never felt more successful than I feel right now. Thank you for fighting for me.
And she would do it again and again and again.
I'll see you, Mr. Green.
See you, Joey.
I guess this is going to be the end of Nikki as well, because she won't be at the school. Yeah. What an episode to leave on. Joel?
Our story tonight. They want me to race down now and tape an intro at the station.
Mom, that's terrific.
Wait. What?
Asked me if I would be interested in doing a few other special reports in the upcoming months.
Oh, that's great. What'd you tell him?
I, told him I'd get back to him.
Really? What?
Couple more steps. Right here. Whoa, stop. Right there.
What?
I see, I don't know where you think here is, but it seems to me we're nowhere.
Is it the boat?
It started with a girl, a wall, and a paintbrush.
You bought me a paintbrush.
No.
No.
You bought me a wall?
Paint.
Not
Professor-
bought. Rented. And this thing didn't come cheap either. It cost me $100.
Muriel.
You bought me a wall?
You said that already.
You go and you do something so outrageous that, I mean, completely challenges me in a way that no one else would even think of, that...
Think about it, Joey.
I guess I don't say it enough. Thank you.
He needed to hear that.
It's about
He got
time,
his day.
Potter.
He got his day. It's a really frustrating episode, but a very realistic episode. We are also talking about things that I think is still important today. And I think saying goodbye to Principal Green this way, I'm really sad. I actually, I didn't think he was going to leave. I knew Bianca Lawson, Nikki, wasn't going to stay for a huge amount of episodes. She usually doesn't stay on a show for that long, and because she does so many shows and so many movies that she's always busy. But I'm sad to see both of them go. Really sad, because I can't see them being in the show anymore. Maybe I'll be surprised and they'll be in another episode, but I don't think so. But you never know. But it was really sad to see this was the outcome. I don't see how it was going to change because it was already set in motion, and you can tell already from the people who are against Green why they were against. I was going to call him Professor, against Principal Green, and it had to do with race, and it does have to do with race because Max Caulfield said he's white and rich, and then there was the use of the word urban. And I was, and then of course the word dear to Joey to put her down. You can see what kind of person Max, like his father is, and the people around him who were protesting. Because again, it was, you're not part of the community, and we know what they really meant by that. I'm so happy though that Nikki got a voice at Point Bo. I feel like they really were making sure to highlight people who understand him, and I'm talking about understand Principal Green. And why they understand him. I think when we're teenagers, especially, we do feel like we don't have a voice. That we want to protest, that we want to vote, that we want to say something, and we get drowned out. This was a good way to show that every generation, you feel like as a teenager, you want to have a voice, you want to protest, you want to make noise. And it was a good episode to have Joey be the focal point of it, be the one to do it, because what we got to see was, it wasn't just her, it was a whole group of people that wanted him to stay, that were trying to help. But at least they tried, rather than sit back and let him feel like no one cared. And, Bessie being frustrated, it's very realistic when you think about her business had been threatened. This is what it shows you, that what people are like in this town, though, that when this was happening, there were threats towards her business, which you would think wouldn't happen, but there you go. I really loved Gail in this episode. The way she interviewed that man, and the way she called him out, and the way she was making sure that he understood he's a hypocrite. And obviously that other one the one that she hired, who was really rude and was very biased, it was like, okay, so you clearly can't do your job. And you want to be so biased, but you want Joey to interview you? Bye-bye. I think another thing that was very important to see, which was when it came down to crunch time, AJ wasn't there for Joey. He fled. But I don't know if he was leaving because he kind of felt how Pacey feels about her, and he feels maybe she's better suited to him. I don't know, but all I know is when she needed him, he left. Pacey was there. Pacey got his Ducky moment. I think the references were great. I really like those between him and Jen. And getting the wall for Joey was really nice. I like that because it gives her something to do, something to focus on, and something that hopefully will be beautiful when we see it. Because when I was younger, where I grew up, which was in a place called Camden Town, you might have heard of it. We had this wall that was commissioned that could be painted, and we all got to do a little like brush stroke or something like that. And I think it was all of us as kids and the people who lived around there. I don't think it's there anymore. I haven't really been around that area for a very long time, but I think last time I saw it, it wasn't there anymore. But I think it was only supposed to be there for a few years. But it was one of these things I look back on, and it's a memory, like an important part of my childhood that I really loved. And actually, I wonder if it might have actually been before Dawson's Creek or around the first season, possibly. But yeah, I knew this episode was going to make me mad, but I also knew that the outcome wasn't going to be what we would hope, or some of us would hope it would be. I think it just also shows you that you never give up. Even if things don't work in your favor, you continue to fight, you continue to have a voice. I'm not looking forward to who the new principal is going to be, because we have no idea if they're going to be good or bad, or if Joey's going to have a stain on her record, or who she is as a person by them. Just, if anything, more disappointed in the community as a whole, the adults, because it's clear who they really are. And I think this was an episode to show how you can sensationalize things and twist it, and how people will just believe it. Oh, what a hard episode. But a very important, I think, episode. Especially also for the progress of Joey and Pacey. I think it's going to click in Joey quite soon how she feels about him. Thank you for watching.